Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to configure alerts in Packet Trap Perspective. As we all know, establishing alerts and getting notifications when problems arise on the network is one of the critical ways to proactively manage the network versus reactive measurement. As we can see on our dashboard here for our email server, our memory gauge seems to be running pretty hot. But I didn't receive an alert notification, so what I'm going to do is walk us through establishing a new policy for high memory usage in our server policy. So let's jump over to the policy section of Perspective and into the server policy. When we click the server policy, we'll see in a tab called Alert. When we get into alerts, we're going to see a list of alerts that have already been established for this policy and a toolbar to allow us to create new ones, edit an existing one, enable or disable existing policies, or actually remove them if we so choose. So let's walk through creating the new memory alert notification. So we'll select new, and the configuration dialog window appears. There are four main sections of the configuration window. The first is the general options, where you can give the alert a friendly name and enable or disable it. The second would be notifications, where you can get notified when conditions are met, actions are completed, or the alert notification has been reset. You can enter to and CC fields, either manually typing in the email address or pulling them from the prospective user database. The third section are the alert reset options. You can automatically reset alerts based off time or reset conditions, or you can actually manually reset the alert to make sure somebody physically goes and verifies that the problem is solved. On the right-hand side, the fourth section are the conditions, actions, and escalations for the alert notification. So let's go ahead and configure the alert. Let's give it a friendly name. So we'll call it high memory usage, and we're going to leave it enabled. Then let's jump over and establish a new condition. When I hit new condition, you're going to see a list of all the different conditions that can be established for alert notifications. Let's scroll up, grab memory. And now we'll decide what criteria we want the alert to be triggered. The first item we can do is compare to fixed value. For example, memory is greater than 90%. Or we can compare to baseline. Notify me when memory is 25% greater than baseline. What is baseline? Baselining is where Perspective learns how a device and the monitors on that device behave over time and creates a performance baseline, basically normal for that device. We can alert when the device goes above or below that normal behavior. This is a great way to eliminate false positives. So I'm going to compare it to baseline and get notified when it's greater than 25%. Then we can set the span. We can trigger the alert when the consecutive hits is greater than a specific number, like 5, or based off a duration. So if memory is 25% greater than baseline for a duration of 30 minutes, let's go ahead and trigger the alert. That's what we're going to do. After we've established the condition, then we can provide an action. Since this is a Windows-based system, what I'm going to do for an action, I am going to send a list of top processes for memory usage. So we'll just call this processes memory. And we're going to give me, actually I want to get 20 of them. Hit OK. So now when this condition is met, I'm going to get a notification that lists me the processes consuming the most memory. Then I'm going to establish my escalations. If this alert has not been addressed after 30 minutes, we're going to trigger it 2 times to the IT department at packettrap.com. So now we've established memory is greater than 25% over baseline for 30 minutes. When that condition is met, we're going to do an action of listing the processes consuming memory. Then if the alert is not addressed, we're going to escalate it up to the IT department after 30 minutes. And then we're going to establish reset conditions. So we'll select memory from the reset condition. And then when memory is greater than or equal to 5% over baseline, we're going to go ahead and reset the alert. Now that we've established that, we're going to go back over here and do our notification. So for notifications, I want to get notified when conditions are met, and I want to get notified when alerts have been reset. I'm already going to get the notification of list of processes for action, so I really don't need to know when the action is complete. For the initial notifications, I want to send it to admin, and I also want to send it to Matt Bolton. For reset options, we're going to actually allow for reset when all the reset conditions in the list are met, which is, for us, memory is 5% over baseline. Now we've established our high memory usage alert. We're going to hit OK. So now we can see in the new list of alerts, we see high memory usage, and it's been enabled. All we have to do to complete the process is hit save the server policy, and now we're completed in our alert section. So as you can see, it's very simple and very straightforward to configure your alert notifications. You can establish one or many alerts for any of the policies that you've created in your policy section. If you have any questions about this video or need some additional clarification, just use the Give Feedback button in the right-hand corner of the studio and email our team here at Packet Trap, and we'll get back to you within the hour. Thanks a lot.